Hey, Felipe, can you speak?
Hey Holly, how are you?
Hi. Very good. So, how was your first Thanksgiving in the U.S.?
Yeah, was pretty well. Yeah, we I shared with and I don't know, I think 16 people, all Americans, and what was an amazing moment for I don't know, for to know the season, for I don't know, for speak
Awesome.
a lot. I really love it. Yeah.
Excellent. And so, do you did you go to also participate in Black Friday?
No, no,
No.
I don't participate in that. No.
Okay. Yeah.
My brother asked me about some products,
Uh-huh.
but we didn't buy nothing.
Okay. You decided
Yeah,
not to do it. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
so you have the Cyber Monday, yes, and the Cyber
yeah,
Week. You know.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I forget to tell you, but for example, now I bought um 5 books in Amazon. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay.
but it's so different in relation to my country because here you can find used books so cheap for
Uh-huh.
$3, pretty good books.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I spent $20 in 6 books.
Uh-huh.
Some of them with free delivery. Was
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Omar, is your microphone still working?
Hi, teacher.
Yeah, I'm just checking your microphone to see if it's still working. Welcome again. Welcome
Thanks.
again. All right. And then we've got some people I'm not familiar with. Is it Munar or Minar?
It's minor.
Minor. Okay. Minor, where are you from?
From Guatemala.
Where?
Guatemala.
Guatemala. Awesome. Guatemala. All right. And so welcome. Are you new to Verbling or just new to my class?
Sorry?
Have you just started working with Verbling, studying on Verbling, or are you just new to my class?
I studied in Berlin since 2 days ago, but
Okay. Yeah.
no, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, you are new to my class. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Welcome. All right. And is it Fausto? Fausto.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome. And where are you from, Fausto?
I'm from Mexico, teacher.
Mexico. Awesome. Okay.
hmm
And are you all, have you also just started on Verbling?
No, I don't. I am new in your class, but
In
I
my
have
class.
been studying
Okay.
at Berlin around 1 year.
1 year. Oh, awesome. Okay. Excellent. Well, welcome. I've been on Verbling for about 3 months now. Started in September. So I'm just starting my 4th month now. So welcome. All right. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
All right. And Adrian, how are you today?
Hey, hello, Holly. It's
So
actually my first time here on Brooklyn.
awesome. Awesome. Okay. So you are a brand new. So welcome, Adrian. Where are you from, Adrian?
I'm from Peru.
Peru. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So welcome, and I hope you have a great time. As you heard, Fausto from Mexico and Munor from Guatemala, and then we have Nadar here from Nader. Can you speak? Nader is from Egypt, but he's living in Saudi Arabia right now. And I guess he can't speak right now. Maybe he's at work, so he's unable to speak. So he will be using the text chat to participate. And then we have Omar, also from Mexico, and then we have Pavel. Pavel, where are you from?
I am from Russia.
Russia. Okay. Yeah. Are you the same Pavel that was in my class a couple days ago?
Yes, it was.
Paul.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. And so is it right now? Is it about 10 in the morning? Not 10 in the morning.
yes.
8 in the morning. Or it's 10 in the morning where you are.
10 at morning.
Okay, awesome. All right, welcome. And so we have Pavel from Russia, and then we have Felipe from Chile, and he is currently living in Seattle for the holidays. So
Yeah.
that's why I was talking to him about Black Friday and Thanksgiving, because it was his first time in American holiday. So awesome. All right. And so Nadar, you are only doing text chat, correct? So, and that's totally fine. So today is going to be a real challenging vocabulary activity, but I think you will find that you will have learned a lot of new words, and it's a fun one. I've done this for many years, many times throughout the years. For those of you who are new to me, or I am new to you, my name is Holly, and I actually am living right now in Idaho, USA. Idaho is up in the northwest region of the U.S. Right now it is 10 p.m. and I live in a valley, but I live very close to mountains, and I also live very close to desert. And so Idaho, the town I live in, only has 850 people. So that's people find that amazing. I actually have lived in South Korea, and I lived there from 1994 to 1996, and then I lived in Finland from 1998 to 2009, and at those places I taught English, and then I've also been teaching English online since 2006, but on Verbling only just in the last few months. So that's just a real quick synopsis of me. I do want to turn off my camera real quick. And this is my pride and joy. So I always tell people about this little one in case he decides to make a noise. He was actually born in Hungary, and I got him when we lived in Finland. He was about 3 years old when I got him, and he now is retiring in the U.S. So, but he's a Hungarian sheepdog. So, Daniil, welcome.
Good morning.
Morning. So where are you from, Daniil?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Okay, welcome.
Thank
All
you.
right. And you've been in my class before, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So, Daniil, we have Adrian from Peru. We have Fausto from Mexico. Munor from Guatemala. Nader from Egypt, who will only be doing text chatting today. Omar from Mexico. Paul from Russia. And then Felipe from Chile. So we have people from all over the world, which is really great. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. This is words of similar meaning. And I started teaching this when I lived in Finland, and I've always found it to be a very good lesson because people actually are learning new words throughout this lesson all the time. Okay, so it's not an easy exercise. It's not easy, but I will be talking you guys through this. Who knows, maybe with you guys it might be very easy. But I have found with my students it's not easy. Okay, so we have all of these words. Okay, so we have up here on the top, bear with me a moment. Up here on the top we have repulsive, willful, belligerent, perilous, immense, dejected, courageous, intricate, tranquil, impetuous, lowly, weary, polluted, sly, ferocious, and civil. Okay, now are you guys familiar with any of these words?
Well, repulsive.
Okay, so you know repulsive, okay.
Yeah.
And who said that?
Adrian.
Adrian, okay, awesome. So you know at least one word, okay. Is anybody know any other words?
Courage.
Which one? Courageous, okay.
Courageous, sorry. Sorry about my bad pronunciation here.
No worries.
And
No worries.
immense and
Immense,
polluted.
okay. And polluted. Okay. Keep in mind, bad pronunciation and not knowing words is what we want in English classes, because then you leave learning something, right? So it's a waste of time if you're perfect. So okay, now so let's learn these words. So, and Nader is good. He's okay with these words. So watch his text chats, because he'll be giving you guys the answers. So, so repulsive. What we are going to do with these words is we're going to take all of these words and we are going to match them to these words right here. Okay. So and these probably usually with most of my classes, most people know out of 4 words they know 1 word. Okay. But with most of them, but sometimes you'll know all of them. It just depends on you. Okay. So so repulsive. I'm going to use these words in a sentence. Okay. If I can use them in a sentence. Okay. Oh, by the way, all of these words are normal, everyday words. Anyone with a high school education in the U.S. would know almost all of these words. Okay, so these are normal, everyday words that we use. Some of them we use more than others. So, okay, repulsive. I stopped at a car accident, and it was very repulsive because there was blood all over. Okay, so it means repulsive would be it's gross. Okay, willful. If you're willful, if you are willful, he had a willful child, and the child would not do what he was told unless he wanted to. Okay. Belligerent. Belligerent. The drunk man was very belligerent when the policeman stopped him, so he was arrested. Perilous. Many Cubans will drown in perilous waters when they try to take a boat between Cuba and the United States. Immense. The Eiffel Tower is immense. Dejected. She felt dejected when her boyfriend broke up with her. Courageous. He was very courageous when he told the truth, even though he might lose his job. Intricate. A surgeon has very intricate tasks when he is doing surgery. Okay. Tranquil. The reason why many people like to go to the countryside is because it is very tranquil. Okay. Impetuous. She is very impetuous, and she never thinks before she speaks. Lowly. She doesn't think very highly of herself, and so she has a very lowly self-esteem. Weary. He drove all night last night, and then he went to work, so he is very weary. Polluted. The United States is very polluted because they are not following the world standards on pollution. And I would say China too. Sly. Used car salesmen are very sly, and we have to be careful around them or we will be cheated. Ferocious. I get very frustrated because people think my dog is ferocious. And he's the nicest little dog you can believe, but when he barks, people think he's ferocious. Okay, civil. She hates me, I hate her, but for professional reasons, we are very civil to each other. Okay, so I just use these as an example. Now what we're going to do is we're gonna try to match these words with these. Okay. So let's start. We've got colossal, enormous, huge. Okay. Colossal, enormous, huge. Does anybody have an idea what colossal, enormous, huge would be?
Oh, immense.
Immense.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's very, very large. Okay. Immense. Okay, and now let's go with calm, peaceful, and still.
Tranquilo.
Tranquil.
Tranquil. Okay. Tranquil. Forgot about that comma there. Tranquil. Okay. Now we have dirty, foul, unclean. What one would that be? Anybody know?
Polluted.
Polluted. Okay. Like I said, the United States is polluted because we won't follow. What was that summit that George Bush? It was some Kyoto Agreement or something. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah. It's true.
I think everybody was mad at us. So, brave, gallant, heroic,
Courageous.
courageous. Yes, courageous. Okay. Okay, and then artful, crafty, deceitful. Anybody have an idea with that one?
Maybe intricate? Oh, no.
Sly.
Yeah. Like I said, check Nader. He knows. Artful, crafty, deceitful and sly. So we're gonna after we match these, we're gonna practice using them. Okay. So sly. And then we've got dangerous, unsafe, risky. Anybody know what that one would be? Oh no, I'm sorry. Fierce, savage, savage, and vicious. Any idea what that one would be?
Ferocious?
Yes. Ferocious. Everybody thinks my dog is ferocious, and he's like far from it. I'm not saying everybody does, but I've got enough people I'm like going, really? You think that? So dangerous, unsafe, risky. What would that be? Anybody have any idea what that would be?
Perilous or
Yes, perilous.
perilous.
Perilous, yes. Now we have obstinate, stubborn, headstrong.
Oh, belligerent.
Belligerent, yes. Yeah, so if somebody is obstinate, stubborn, headstrong, no, they're not. That's not belligerent, actually. Sorry.
Yes.
I wasn't thinking.
Oh, yeah, impetus.
Impetuous? Nope.
Impetus? No? Okay.
So what is? I can't see. I can't. What? Intricate? No. Intricate. Excuse me?
Willful.
Willful. I heard it right. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not able to see Nader's notes because my other PowerPoint is right in front of his notes. So sorry about that, Nader. Okay, and exhausted, fatigued, tired.
Weary.
Weary, yes. That is me right now. Okay. Weary. Okay, humble, meek, modest. Any idea?
Lowly.
Lowly. See Nader's notes. Was Nader right? I can't see it. The girl. Okay, so lowly. Yeah, so frightful, hideous, ugly.
Repulsive.
Repulsive, yes. And there's a verb to be repulsed. Okay, depressed, sad, unhappy.
Very.
Okay, weary we've already used.
Tranquil, not.
Tranquil, we've already used that one because that's calm, peaceful, still.
Dejected.
Dejected, yes. Dejected. Okay, courteous, friendly, polite.
Civil. Civil.
Civil, yes. Aggressive, hostile, militant.
Oh, that should be belligerent.
Yes, that one is the belligerent. Okay. And then complex, complicated, and involved.
Intricate.
Okay. Okay, intricate. Okay. Intricate. Even though it says ATE, it's actually pronounced cut, intricate. Okay, and then we've got hasty, impulsive, and this should be rash. Hasty, impulsive, and rash. And what would that be?
Repulsive.
No.
Impetuous.
Impetuous.
Yeah.
Impetuous.
Impetuous.
Impetuous. Okay, so now let's see if we can practice using them. There a lot of them. These words are all in the same category. That means they have a similar meaning, but many of them are still there's differences between them. So let's just practice using them in conversation. So what I'd like you to do is, we're going to do 2 rounds. First, I am going to ask each one of you guys a question using one of these words, okay? And then you will talk to all of us, answer that question. After that, the second round is you will ask somebody else a question using one of these words, okay? All right, so Felipe, could you tell us about the most tranquil place you have ever visited?
The most tranquil place. Yeah, I think near to my home in Chile, there a place that is for meditation and yoga center, and you can go there You can work in some farms. You
Mm-hmm.
can you have a river over there, and you can practice a lot of meditation and yoga and read a book, and nobody going to disturb you
Mm-hmm.
your day there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how often do people go there?
I at least for me, I'm going. I don't know, every 3 or 4 months. Yeah. You can go like a volunteer, and you can work there, and you can stay there too for,
Okay.
I don't know, for $5 per day. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a ecological farm hotel
Is,
hostel or
is
something like
it
that.
is it kind of like a kibbutz in Israel?
I don't know. Do you know? There's some about the Krishna groups.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's about it's something like an ecological group, and they have a farm ecological for that, and you can go to practice yoga and meditation too,
Mm-hmm.
and help to this guy with the farms, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, and try to practice the vegetarianism, vegetan. I don't know how to say, the people that only eat vegetables.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty good place. It's amazing. It's so quiet in the night. No sound. Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And if everybody caught Nader's, he wrote, the most tranquil place I've ever visited is Marsa Alam Beach in Egypt, where people like to scuba dive or snorkel. And I wish he could speak and tell us more, but he can't. So, Adrian, how about you? Can you tell us about the most tranquil place that you have ever visited?
Yes, there are. There's one place I remember when I went to Uruguay, and there's a small city near Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Colonia. It's a small city that once it were from the Portuguese people, and then the Spanish people like reconquer it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a place stuck in time. It's amazing. I mean, um, you'll see a lot of tourists.
Uh-huh.
The place is extremely quiet. Everyone goes there just to relax.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Excellent. And Pavel, how about you? Tell us about the most tranquil place that you've ever been to.
Maybe tranquil place. The most tranquil place for me is forest. Just forest.
Any kind of forest, anywhere. Right?
Yes.
How often?
Not
How
any,
often?
yes, I try to walk in the forest one time or 2 times per week.
Oh wow. Okay. So you go there quite often. That's great. Okay. Excellent. Okay, Daniel, how about you? What is the most tranquil place you've ever been to?
As for me, the most tranquil place is at home.
Okay.
Exactly visit or in general?
No, you can say home. Yeah, the home is great.
Yes, at home with family, because I at home not often, stay not often.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and you know a person. You guys know the name of a person who enjoys staying at home. It is. This is a homebody. A person who enjoys staying home is called a homebody. Usually, a homebody is a person who is not home all that often. And this is a new word that has come into the English vocabulary. Does anybody know what a staycation is?
Excuse me, I mean for relax, for tranquil.
Yes.
It's great to be at home.
Exactly. So you would be considered what we call a homebody, somebody who enjoys being at home. Probably is not home very often, and that's why they enjoy being home. So does anybody know what a staycation would be? And Nader wrote that down. A staycation is someone who takes vacation but stays at home. So anyway, Fausto, how about you? What is the most tranquil place you have ever been to?
Okay, teacher, I think that there is a lot of places here in Mexico to visit, and they are very tranquil. For example, we are having a lot of virgin beaches. They are not crowded, so if you want to spend time there, it was a beautiful option to being calm, peaceful with yourself or something like that, you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Let's. I will ask another question. So, tell us about a time when you were very fatigued. Felipe, tell us about a time when you were very fatigued.
Very fatigued. I think after work, I think around Tuesday or Friday after work, when you woke up so early and you came back to go back to home, yeah, could be because if you don't eat nothing for lunch, maybe you can have a big fatigue. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's basically because of work. So if you don't eat anything for lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Adrian, could you tell us? How about you? Can you tell us about a time when you were very, very fatigued?
Well, yeah. Sometimes I have to work a lot. Not actually running. I'm a developer, so I have to stay on the computer, and that actually makes you tired when you have, for example, I don't know, a lot of times on the computer. Yeah, and I don't know, that fatigues me.
So when you spend a lot of time on the computer and so forth.
Yes.
Okay, excellent, thank you. And hello, Ali, welcome. Are you able to speak? Okay. Ali? Okay, I guess not yet. Okay, maybe he will later. Pavel? How about you? Can you tell us a time that you were very fatigued?
Usually I am very fatigued after meeting with some people, with a colleague or somebody else.
Okay, so after meeting with colleagues and so forth. So would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
I don't know exactly, but if I talk with people for a long time, I will very fatigued.
Okay, yeah, and usually an introvert is someone who gets energy from being alone and they have no energy when they are around other people. People take their energy from them, where an extrovert person gets energy from being around people, and they have no energy when they're alone. That's like I have a good friend who is like that. When she's not around people, she's like, "Oh, I'm so tired," and then somebody will call her and say, "Let's go dancing," and all of a sudden she's all energetic. so, okay, all right. Thank you. Daniil, can you tell us when you were fatigued the most?
I'm fatigued after workout.
After working out. Okay.
Yes.
And how often do you work out?
Free time or 4 time in a week.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Nader, how about you? Tell us about when you were fatigued the most. Yes, you were definitely right. Okay. Okay, you can write. And while you're writing, Fausto, can you tell us about when you were fatigued the most?
I think that I have the same opinion than my colleagues here. When I spend a lot of time at the office, or when I am having, for example, in my current week, I need to work a lot of overtimes. I think that when I get home, I feel so weary. I'm just want to go sleep, and that's it.
And when you come home, do you have children and a wife that you have to deal with?
And no, I don't. I am single, but I need to attend to do some chores in my home, you know.
Absolutely. All right, Ali, are you there? Can you speak now? Okay. Okay, now, okay. Thank you, Nader. Ali, can you speak? Okay, let's go on to another one. Can you guys tell Felipe? Can you tell us? And I'm gonna take Nader's suggestion that we use all of the words so that we can remember these words instead of just one. So, Felipe, can you tell us about the most polluted, unclean, foul, dirty place you've ever been to?
Yes, I went around 3 months ago. I went to a place of Peru. I know there are a guy from Peru, but 99% of Peru is perfect. But I went to a place of Peru in the wild. Sorry, was that is so close of one river, and yeah, was amazing because the people was living, I don't know, in the border, in the edge of the river, but in the same edge of the river was many waste, and the people threw away the waste all day, and the kids was playing with I don't know, with a ball of soccer inside of the waste. Was I don't know, like a shock for me. Was so impressive. I have to remember the place, but actually I don't know why I forget the place. Was there? I think that was the place. Yeah, it's near of the Amazonic River.
So yeah, so it's near instead of near of, we would say near to, or close to.
Sorry, Iquitos is the name of the city. Yeah, Iquitos.
And so it was just not a very good place to be.
No, yeah. Look, there is a so touristic place, and I think it's amazing because there is the Amazonic River there. Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful places to go. But I went with a friend, one part of the city that is not so touristic and not so recommendable for people go, and I go there, and I went there, and yeah. We watched that kind of waste and that kind of place that was so ugly, yeah, but so shocked for me. Yeah.
Okay.
And the people there said, "Don't, no, yeah, but for us it's okay. We lived here, and don't worry. And we don't worry about the river because in the Brazil side of the Amazonian River,
Mhm.
the Brazilian government cleaned the river, and it's okay because after of past the river by Iquitos, Peru, the
Uh-huh.
river goes to Atlantic through Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Thank you. And
Welcome.
Adrian, can you tell us about the most dirty, foul, unclean, polluted place you've been to?
Well, it's a shame, but he was actually right. I don't remember who talked. Because here in Peru we have some places that are really dirty.
Mhm.
Um, I can say that the most dirty place it should be near Lima. I mean, there's a lot of places here in Lima, not
Mhm.
all, of course, but you will always see that a lot of pollution, a lot of places with pollution, and a lot of beautiful places. Yeah, but that happens. I've never been to Iquitos actually,
Mhm.
but I've been to other cities and it's the same. You will find some places that are dirty.
This is very dirty. Okay. All right. And how about Pavel? How about you? The most dirty, foul, unclean, polluted place you've ever been to?
Uh, uh, mm, hmm, uh, it's interesting. Uh, I think there are a lot of polluted places in the world,
Mhm.
but uh, I uh, I I'm especially especially I'm I especially hate the polluted in the forest.
Oh, okay.
Uh, um, Sometimes I need to go uh, 1 or 2 or 3 kilometers throughout the forest to clean uh, to clean places.
Mhm. Okay. So do people? I mean, because it's a normal rule for most people who go to the forest, where the attitude is, um, what is it? You pack it in, you pack it out.
Uh,
Uh, is it not like that in Russia?
so maybe sometime people gather together
Mm-hmm.
and pick out the polluted or pick out the rush, not rush, uh, some things from a forest to the
Mm-hmm.
special place to bags and take it out uh,
Mm-hmm.
to special place. But sometimes people pick out uh, bags or foods or food or something else to the forest and uh, uh, don't uh, 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 pick out this polluted.
Mm-hmm. So they don't take it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
don't take it out with themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. That's too bad. Um,
Yes.
Daniil, Daniil, how about you? What is the most dirty, foul, unclean, or polluted place you've ever been to?
The most polluted place in the world, it's my room.
So tell us,
I
are
should.
Can you show us?
are you currently in your room?
Yeah, welcome.
I do should clean it.
Yeah. I totally know what you're saying. I was actually looking around my place today because I've been sick the last couple days. I don't know if you guys noticed. I've had to cancel some of my classes, and um, my place is like really messy compared to what I like it. So anyway, so Daniil, when should your family be calling the authorities on your on your room?
No, no, I don't live with my family. I'm
Okay.
far ago.
Uh-huh. But should your friends or should your neighbors be calling the authorities
Yes,
about getting?
we live with my friends together,
Uh-huh.
and we really should do cleaning now.
I know some guys when they were in their early 20s, they were college guys. They actually used to pay. They pooled their money and they paid a lady to come in every week to clean their house. You should probably do that. But yeah, that's funny. Um, yeah, it'll get better when you maybe when you settle down and get married. Maybe.
Yes.
So. All right. And Fausto, how about you? The most dirty, foul, unclean, or polluted place you've ever been?
I think, teacher, sorry for my appreciation here. I think that the most polluted places, I think that is our capital here in Mexico. Mexico
Uh-huh.
DF is so horrible in my opinion here because there is a lot of people living there. I
Uh-huh.
don't remember exactly the number of the amount of people, exactly the
Uh-huh.
number. I think that around 9 million people living there in a
Uh-huh.
small place. So I think that they have cars. They are not following the rules to be green or something like that. So the people is unconscious or something like that. I don't know, but when I usually visit there, uh, I think that my appreciation is not positive at all. I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So so have you? I mean, you obviously do not live in your capital city then, right?
No, no, I am living in Guadalajara, the second
Mm-hmm.
place most important here in Mexico, but that is not the capital.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Guadalajara. They have a lot of tourists there, right?
Right, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Ollie, can you speak yet? Are you able to speak? Okay. All right. Okay, no. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you're having problems with your microphone, so you're just listening too. That's fine. Totally fine. All right. And for me, the most polluted place I've ever been to would probably be when I was in Asia and when I was in Korea. I was very shocked because I would blow my nose and it would be black from the pollution, and I was very surprised about that. So, all right, now let's turn this around, and I want each one of you guys to choose a category and ask a question. It can be very simple, or you don't have, or you can make it more difficult. Who wants to ask the first question? So, any volunteers?
Okay, I can ask.
Okay.
Who was
All
the
right.
guy with the a mess in his room?
Daniil.
Daniel. Okay. And Daniel, I have a question. Do you feel something depressed, sad, unhappy when you watch or you see your room with a disaster situation?
Certainly no.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So I didn't hear the answer. What was your
He
answer?
said no.
You don't? Oh, if he did, he would actually clean it up, or he'd hire somebody else to do it.
I don't know. For example, sometimes my room is a mess too, but
Uh-huh.
I feel so sad for my room, but I don't clean it the same day.
Well, it's true.
You're my brother. You're my brother.
Yeah, I understand you, Daniel.
I learned in not graduate, when I was in university, that I cannot study around chaos. So I'd have to have a clean room. But I don't know if,
That's nice.
but what I would do is I would leave the I would just leave the room.
Yeah.
I never for a long time I just wouldn't study in my room. So and okay, and then Nader has written something. The most artful, crafty, deceitful, and sly seller instructor I've ever seen is Brian Tracy. He is giving self-help and selling technique seminars and lectures. You can Google him on YouTube. How about you, Adrian? Who is the most artful, crafty, deceitful, sly seller?
So it should be like a person who's very dedicated, a lot of detail on his work.
Someone who is artful, crafty, deceitful is somebody who is very this one is the person who's like this is someone who you cannot trust. They are not trustworthy. So if they're artful, crafty,
okay.
Deceitful means to lie, but artful and crafty has nothing to do with arts and crafts.
Yeah, for a moment I just wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
so they're not trustworthy at all. So but the thing is, they're so not trustworthy that they're good at what they do. They probably don't end up in prison right away. So.
Oh well, we have a politician here. Well, we have a lot of politicians that could enter on that category. There's one special one that was president here, and I don't know. You can also tell that he's lying, but somehow he convinced a lot of people. He's very good at speaking. He's incredibly good at speaking. And the usual things a politician say about people and united we stand together and everything like that, right? He has made a lot of bad things, and I don't know how does he do that, but after all that has happened, he still get interviews, and the reporters kind of like always talk to him like he was their friend, yes. So he has a lot of power there. I don't know if someone here knows his name, but he's Alan Garcia. He has, I don't know, he has a lot of things. He made a lot of things to Peru, and I can't believe he's just like a big authority now. But we especially talk about him like he's I don't know, like those peoples that had a flute and charmed the snakes.
Had the flu but charmed snakes.
Flute.
Oh yes, a snake charmer.
Yeah, he's like a snake charmer.
Snake charmer.
Just like that. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think that you can probably say that every American president has been like that.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens with all the politicians, I think.
Yeah, that's true. All right, very good. All right, Daniel, can you ask a question? Choose one of those words and ask somebody a question.
Whom?
Whoever you want. We've got Fausto, and Pavel, Felipe.
Okay, Pavel, how often do you willful in different situations?
So how often are you obstinate, stubborn, headstrong, willful in different situations?
uh, uh, Maybe uh, mm, I need to uh, uh, maybe uh, I am in a willful situation every day when I learn English.
Okay, so when you are studying English, you get very stubborn and
Yes.
very willful. Okay, so and not willing to quit. One thing about these words, stubborn. These two words, stubborn and headstrong, are the two words that you would use in that situation. So you're you're stubborn. You're not willing to quit. You're going to keep going, keep going. Obstinate and willful. These two words actually are usually used when you're talking about a child. So a 2-year-old child or a 3-year-old child, you try to get them to go to bed and they're just being too willful and they won't go to sleep. A teenager, so obstinate and willful are more negative. Stubborn and headstrong. This is for everybody, by the way. Stubborn and headstrong is actually more. Well, headstrong is very more. Can be negative and can be positive. So in Pavel. Pavel is using this in a positive way because when he learns English, he's going to be stubborn and keep going and keep working. So, and Danil, you have another question for Pavel? He wrote it down. Could you say it?
Yeah. Pavel, do you fish like a bear in the forest?
Are you ferocious like a bear in the forest?
Could you repeat, please? Do you ugly or?
Well, ferocious is like a bear. If you run into a bear in the forest, a bear will be ferocious. So.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Sometimes when I drive a car and when I see some stupid driver, I can not move. I can
get ferocious.
Get ferocious. Yes, get ferocious. Yes.
Yeah.
I can get ferocious about the driver.
That's also called road rage in English. So, but anyway, everyone, I want to thank you very much for your participation and staying with us. I hope you were able to learn some new words and we got to use some of them. I would encourage you to take a screenshot of this if you can. That way you can look at this later. So, and everyone, thank you very much. Oh, I guess I can't have you take a screenshot if you're looking at me. Let me put this back up. Don't take a screenshot of me. Here. Take a screenshot of this. And, but everyone have a great day. I'll still be online in a few hours if you're still around. And that class will be on do you get the proper amount of sleep? I thought it's a perfect class for me at 1 a.m. to be teaching about sleeping. So anyway, thank you very much, and everybody have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.